Greetings everyone through here. Welcome to the demo for today. What if I told you have the potential to completely ditch your keyboard and write programs using your voice? It might sound like something in science fiction, but it's coming to the programming space. There is a fascinating tool we're going to look at today, Serenade.ai, that is looking to solve that problem for natural language, speech to text programming. Siri, Alexa, Cortana, Bixby are already products you might be familiar with in other areas. But what about using those capabilities for writing your everyday code? So let's jump right into the tool today. Serenade.ai, write documentation, refactor code, write code with natural speech. We're going to dive right in. To get started, you're going to download and install Serenade.ai. The installation process is pretty easy. Once you have Serenade installed, it's going to come up with this little widget that shows up on your screen ready for you to program. You can pause it or you can enable it to listen. So now it's listening to me talk, but my talking is not being used because this would make more sense once you have this embedded within your IDE. So I'm going to close that. Now to use this, I use Visual Studio Code. So if you're a developer within Visual Studio Code, we're going to open up Visual Studio Code. For this to work within your Visual Studio Code, you're going to want to make sure, and let's expand this. For this to work within your Visual Studio Code, you're going to want to make sure to have the extension installed. So go over to Visual Studio Code, search for the Serenade.ai extension. And I just did the installation not too long ago. And you're going to want to install this extension available within Visual Studio Code. Now, once that extension has been installed, let's close this. You're going to go back ahead and now you can begin writing your scripts. So here, I'm going to go ahead and create a new file. So a plain vanilla Python file ready for us to use. .ai going to help us now. So let's go back with this widget available. I'm going to turn this to, instead of pause, I'm going to turn that to listening. Now it's listening and it's writing on the screen. You can use this for pure dictation, but I don't want to use it for just pure dictation. So let's actually close this. I'll delete that. You can see it's very sensitive. So let's start. New line. Create a function to add two numbers. Next line. Next line. Declare a variable demo. Variable equals demo. All right. Let's turn this. So you can see there is some learning curve that you're going to have to get used to it. And using this for the very first time and getting a first time user experience, you can kind of see that there's definitely some learning curve. But let's bring this to the screen. The documentation is there. And I love doing these demos in real time because you can see what that experience looks like. So here, there are some commands it does give you, and for the credits to them, they do have documentation. So let me go by reading this documentation as opposed to going off my mind, because clearly me just trying to dictate without having done it before, it's not as simple as I would imagine. Add function int factorial. Add class page. Add return say of string hello. Add else if x less than 3. Add else if x less than 3. It's not picking that up. I know in some circles I do speak with an accent, so maybe that's coming into play here, but let's try this again. Add else if x less than 3. Not liking that. Let's try another one. Add import numpy as NP. That was good. Again, I'm using just my voice. I shouldn't use the mouse, but I have to keep going back and forth. Here. I wish you can say pause listening. Let's see. Pause listening. You can't stop this unless you use the mouse, apparently. So let's try a few more commands and then we'll call this a wrap. Next line. Add argument word brackets 0. Add comment fix later. Add decorator app.route. Add enum colors. Add if not error. Add property radius equals 3.5. Add while I not equals 0. All right. These are the commands I was reading from if you want to get a sense of that. I'm sure, like with anything in life, there's clearly a learning curve here, at least for me. And also with somebody who speaks with an accent, that doesn't help as much. But it's the promise is definitely there. I'm always fascinated by AI and machine learning. More importantly, the application of that as far as helping developers be more productivity or just new ways of doing things. And this is, if it picks up, it would be a completely new paradigm where you open up your IDE, you use your voice, and off you go writing. From a privacy perspective, I don't know how I feel having something always listening to me as I talk, as you can clearly see. So I'm going to always want to think about pausing that and where this voice goes. So those would be things that companies might be thinking about. But is it a cool and interesting tool? Definitely yes. So I would recommend, if new technologies like this fascinate you, or you always like being on the cutting edge, to go in and to check out something like this. And as always, if you have interesting tools, fascinating tools you want me to make a demo of, don't hesitate to let me know in the comment section below. If there are people you want me to talk to interview, to discuss with, let me know in the comment section below and I'll see what I can do. Thanks for watching. This has been Fru. Today's demo has been Serenade.ai, and I'll see you in the next video.